Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hedgen Lee with a morning update for Bitcoin. And so it begins. As I had been calling for now a few weeks, showing what looked like a very coiled MACD, everything just ready to break out. We saw the preambles of this breakout from Steam, Steam Dollar, yesterday, EOS. Remember the analogy, the metaphor that I gave to the popcorn symphony. When you put a popcorn in the microwave, you initially hear pop, very intermittent, another one, pop, pop, until the crescendo of the popping gets to a frenzy. And now the Bitcoin kernel has popped. So this is beautiful. Got a symmetrical triangle. As I had shown, these two bear flags, if you look at the first one also like this, you can see the trend of sellers losing their strength. So in this one, it broke down deep. This one, medium. This one, very small. And that kind of a sequential reduction of the selling power happening within a symmetrical triangle tells you very differently that the selling power is being sapped. We also saw the volume decline. Very noticeably, it was declining. And kaboom, we saw a massive volume that just took this up all the way as high as 8,065. And I think this is just the beginning. So at this point, is this the time to be taking selling or buying actions? So if you bought it into these levels, is this now the time to be taking profits? So here, do you think this is the end of a breakout or the beginning of the breakout here? These are the questions that must be self-made. I cannot make them for you. And here we are seeing the long-term exact same trend as what we just saw here, the declining and sapping strength of sellers. And here in the longer term, you see the same thing, both in the modality of the MACD, the seller strength is declining. Here, this initial wedge, I mean, they gave all their might to bring it down to 5,947. We had a good bounce, second wedge, smaller bounce, smaller decline. This itself could be a wedge. But then we saw another series of sequential patterns of upward wedges. Here's an upward wedge. There was one right here as well. This upward wedge gave a big decline, medium decline. This upward wedge, I've tried to do one last final hour of a decline, made another smaller one, small one. I mean, the decline wasn't even funny. It just was minimal. And this combined is telling you one thing, that seller strength is sapped. And when you have no more seller strength left, what do you get? You get a massive breakout. And look how close the price was to the apex. Very beautiful. We followed the fractals, we followed the pattern, we followed the Elliott waves, we followed the indicator, in this case being MACD, and I have written that the confluence of all of these are showing a bias to the upside. So it begins the breakout, and it begins with a vertical surge. The MACD has broken out of the top line, and I think from here until July, we will rally, and the rally will crescendo. This is nothing, I think. It'll get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger into July, maybe August, but I believe mid to end of July. And probably in that time frame afterwards, we'll get another big correction, maybe 50%. Now, I can further discuss as to how that's going to look like, but I'd like to leave that to a future post. But for now, let's see where this takes us. The key thing is, yes, I provided all of these, but no one, no analyst, knows not the precise time of when that breakout will happen and how exactly that breakout will happen and by how much. Just from the indication, the confluence of the technical analysis indicators, you know that it's coming. And therefore you buy here, you are a buyer here, you are a buyer throughout the bottoms. And the way you buy, you ladder in, you structure ladder in. You never make all your purchases in a single transaction. Why? You'll get buyer's remorse. And that'll wreak havoc on your psyche and your emotional state. What is buyer's remorse? When you buy everything all at once, let's say here, there's guarantee almost that the price is going to go at a certain point below your buy point. And then you're going to panic sell here. Okay, that is it for today. Beautiful to see this breakout starting. Let's see how he traverses today for the rest of today and tonight. Have a wonderful one.